So I went out into the woods to find kittens to film for a wildlife video. I didn't find any, but I found some squirrels and a hawk.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
I lied about the hawk, by the way. We're on the DJI Action 4 with the close focusing filter and the Glimmer Glass 3 with so many practical lights around me. I even have a mic light out of the shot to highlight this. And if you're wondering why I made a video, I think it was my DJI Pocket 3 review with this mic, and it was so bad, I was like, what the hell happened? Free muffins, apparently. Did I get offered one? No. I didn't turn phantom power on. I thought this was one of the mics that didn't need it. Oh, it needs it hard. So, it's been a while. It's been a while since we got some squirrel footage. I went out into the wild with my Sony a7S III, of course, and the 200 to 600 hefty freak of a bitch. But we got magical, curious squirrel footage. He wondered, does he have macadamia nuts in his bag? I can smell them. Will he throw me some? He won't? Oh, what a selfish asshole. I hope he gets eaten by Dogman. He comes around this time, you know. Then I saw the mohawk bird flying briefly, and I captured him in perfect golden hour mid-noon lighting. And he leapt around. These are gotta be the most annoying birds to film. You get them, it's like, oh, you're moving now? Okay, well, stay somewhere sometimes. He jumped up but couldn't make it up. I mean, they leap, and then I'm like, okay, I'm manually focusing here. I'm like, okay, I got up. No, you're going again. Okay, behind the leaves, huh? Oh, that's an interesting choice for my movie. Okay, perfect shot. Oh, okay, you did not stay there long enough. And now what? Now you're basically Bigfoot. Can't even tell if you're real. It was nice to get out in nature, though. For the whole summer, basically, I've noticed a trend. I've wanted to go out and just film and make videos, talking head stuff, either filming myself in a nature scene or vlogging. I haven't really felt like going out for wildlife, and I noticed a little mental pattern. When I feel energized and happy, which I have all summer long, I want to talk and share things. And I noticed, like, when I was into wildlife, I would often go out when I was like tired and not knowing what to talk about and not feeling like saying anything. I'll just go film something else. And then later I'll muster up the energy to talk about it. Have you noticed that, loser wildlife photographers? Are you so sad that you have to film other things and you have nothing to say? Let us know down below. Now, around this time, there's a salmon run going on, the feat of determination, where salmon swim upstream with all their might, dodging hawks and bears to lay their eggs at the exact place that they were born. Don't quote me on any of that. That's just something I heard when I was like 6 years old. It's probably true. So I was walking and this guy comes up to me. He's like, you see the salmon? Do you know where to look? I'm like, there's this waterfall that's just like cascading and they jump up that. So I sat there for a good 40 minutes probably, and I got nothing. Absolutely nothing. I was waiting there with my phone to trigger it in slow motion. I realized the fish was too small in the frame to even trigger the motion detection. And so like I saw probably 4 salmon try to jump up that waterfall, and they did not make it. And then I brought the EOS R out, and it did not work. I was not prepared, and I do not have the patience to sit there waiting for salmon that might leap. And like, will you even get the shot? How do you time that? Because you got to be recording, but it happens so fast. You would never like see the salmon and then press record. He's already up the river, laying eggs in your brain. So that guy told me there's this spot where they rest before trying to make that leap for mankind, where they just have sex, they're eating food, they're like chilling out, hanging out. It's like a sauna for them. And so I found them, and I filmed them, and nothing really happened. And I did not wait for them to jump up into the waterfall of life, and it's an impossible shot that I'm not willing to wait for. What I should do is go film myself talking at the waterfall spot with them potentially in the background, and then you'll just see it randomly happen, and I'll hear the splash, and I'll be like, what the hell was that? I then saw a red ruby strawberry butterfly that flew away, never being in focus for more than half a second at a time. That's their protection mechanism. That's how they survive millions of years. Each one lives 1,000,000 years. This is as close as you can get to something with that Sony 200 to 600. It's quite bullshit for a macro. It's its only flaw. The fact that you have this heavy beast of a camera and you cannot focus closely. So that's where the 100 to 400 comes into play, because that has macro, but then you don't have the reach. That's really where the Leica 200 comes into play, because then you got some close stuff and you're cropping. Well, it was funny. I was seeing almost nothing, and then finally a cardinal appeared in the perfect shot. You can tell how amateur this footage is. Like, it's just bright noon lighting. It just looks cheap. I actually miss the more filmic look of the G9 II. I hate this system so much. It's sharp and it looks okay. It's just like I suck at going out at the right time. I like to go out, like I wake up, do my morning routine, and then I head out. And life is good, and that's not when things look the nicest. I saw a woodpecker, one of the red-headed ones. He was looking into a hole. I think he lived there. Went in to check his baby mama. They had sex for about 6 seconds, and then he came out saying, "Hey, okay, we've done that. It's a good day. I'm going to go peck some wood. I don't even know why I do it. I just like making the noise. So I'm going to go do that. You going to follow me? I'm going to leap. I'm not going to kill myself right now. I'm not going to do a suicide death." Oh, yeah, he did. He did it. In the worst shot I've ever gotten on the channel, we have a tiny bird about 6 miles away from me, and we got the shot. I saw something. I filmed it. It's beautiful. We got it. That was the DJI look, by the way. Am I even in focus at that distance? I might not even be. It might be more like there. Might have to rearrange the whole desk to get that magic. Is the mic in the shot? Barely. Wow, there's a shot for you, huh? I like to film with action cams indoor as my studio setup, and then bring a heavy full frame outside to film stuff. It's a good balance. This was probably my best shot of the day. This little thing bird flew up. It was actually like a decent composition. The lighting, at some point when I calmed down and stopped shaking around like a gypsy, she turned around to face me, I think, but she was curious, just flew near me. I love when birds don't like fly away so fast when they see me. It's like, oh my god, a human is like 40 feet away from me, what am I gonna do? And they fly. It's like, I have no chance of harming you. Just stay there and let me film you. So look at that backlit scenario. Oh, the lighting, beautiful. Imagine if that was a cardinal or something, or even a robin with the colors. This one has no colors. She's female. She doesn't need colors to lure the men. She lured that woodpecker. You saw it. You saw it earlier on. She actually threw something up. She was like coughing. She was like, uh-oh. Oh boy, what's this? And she's like, and then it fell. I don't know what that was. A cricket or a stone. I don't know, a piece of gold. And then for cinematic glory, she flipped around. I was like, okay, I'm gonna zoom out now because you're gonna fly, and I'm gonna capture perfect flight patterns of this thing bird and watch as it happens. Oh my goodness, are you ready for it? She's about to fly, and I'm gonna totally predict where she goes and catch every... She's gone. I can't follow birds. I did actually see a chipmunk. Man, they are so loud. As soon as I hear that squeak, I'm like, oh, there's a chipmunk nearby. Probably 7 of them. He was looking for nuts. He found one. He's like, he's eating one of those helicopter leaf things. Who knew they had food in them? That is so convenient. He's chewing the nut thing. Oh, that is cute. He's nourishing his body. Wow, the winter is coming up and he needs to fatten up. Eat the meal, my friend. He eventually sprinted off, and I captured it somewhat. I followed him perfectly, keeping him in the frame at all times, and then I did regather him, and I focused on him manually. He's side-litten. No, he's not. He's in the shade. It's a bullshit shot. I'll move on. I then saw Robin, and I realized then that I spent at least $4,000 on a setup to shoot robins that nobody cares about. Every time I see a robin, I rudely say, oh, it's just a robin, and I debate whether or not I'll film it or not, but robins can look nice in the right light. Don't be so rude. Just because it's common doesn't mean it's like a rat, a bird rat. So just film the thing. It's a bird. So what? I'm not bringing you elephants here. I'm sorry. I'm not riding a giraffe to film a cheetah trying to bite my leg. I'm not going to go on a safari. I'm just going out for walks here. It's convenient, nourishing to my soul. So don't expect to see anything but what you've already seen. When I go out for a wildlife walk, it's almost more about just the filming technique and like what lighting will present itself, and can I manually focus on it, and is there gonna be a magic moment? I could film nothing but cardinals, and it would be different every time. They're doing different things. Sometimes they're foraging in a tree, sometimes they're walking along the ground, sometimes they're together with their mate. It's always fun just to go out and like, okay, can I hold this stupid Sony camera steady enough? So it's fun times, even though I bring you nothing. You've seen it all before. Good for you, asshole. I haven't seen it, and it's still fun to go for walks, even if you come back with robin footage or sparrows. It's okay. It's okay to be fun sometimes. How you doing? Oh, I revealed my mic light. I should have put it closer. I have the glimmer glass. Imagine the mic. I was debating this type of thing. It could have been something. Those noises probably don't help, but I'm gonna leave. How you doing? You buying this setup through my affiliate links? I would. I hope a Pennyboy something GH7 comes out with better wildlife specs and better viewfinder. I might pounce. I still have that Leica lens. No one will buy it. I have no idea why. It's so much cheaper. What the hell's happening? I'll leave. Subscribing for more videos. See you later.